Not the news I wanted to read this morning. An ESPN NFL insider gave a grim update on Justin Fields. We'll talk about it. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for joining us this morning here on a Thursday. Not good news, if you are to believe ESPN NFL insider Dan Graziano, who put out a column on Justin Fields in his notes. Here's what he had to say. Quote, "We haven't heard a ton of information on the Week 4 status of New York Jets quarterback Justin Fields, who missed Sunday's game because of a concussion suffered in the Week 2 loss to the Buffalo Bills. Coach Aaron Glenn said Monday that he wants to, quote, make sure I know exactly where Justin is at, end quote, in his recovery. What little information I've been able to gather leads me to believe that Justin Fields' recovery from concussion protocol hasn't been easy and that there remains a chance that he could miss another game." That from ESPN NFL insider Dan Graziano. And let's throw this up on the screen. This is from Dan Graziano in his latest column. We do have a link in the YouTube description to his ESPN article down below. This is certainly disappointing news to hear, but I will say this. As he added, Dan Graziano, after he said this, quote, "The Jets don't play until Monday night against the Dolphins this week, so we might not get an injury update from the team until Thursday." Today's Thursday. More on that in a second. When New York returns to practice. The flip side is if it gives Fields an extra day to be cleared, but regardless, you have to clear each step of the concussion protocol before he is allowed to play, end quote. That from Dan Graziano. Here's the hopefully good news, folks, that Dan is just damn wrong, hopefully. And Aaron Glenn is set to speak to the media at noon, high noon, baby. So we're a couple of hours away from that, of course. That'll be streaming live on the New York Jets social media platform. So let's just hope that Dan Graziano, is wrong here, because I don't need to see more Tyrod or whatever the hell his name is. So I don't need to see any more of that action. We need Justin Fields back as soon as possible. So according to Dan Graziano, Justin Fields has struggled to go through the concussion protocol, and there remains a chance he could miss another game. And that would stink. Now, the thing to, of course, remember, I'm not a doctor, but what I've been told is every person is different. Every concussion is different. So how they handle a concussion and how the concussion is all up in the air. So it's hard to sort of put your, like an ankle sprain. Geez, doctor says, you're going to be out 2 to 3 weeks. Like, a concussion, it's sort of up in the air. So let's just hope that we can get him out there, because we need Justin Fields. Also, what I need is more memberships, and those are being gifted. Shout out to our number one Austrian Jet fan, baby. Appreciate you, our number one Austrian Jets fan. You have 144 raffle tickets so far this month for a lovely prize pack. More on that in a little bit, but appreciate you, number one Austrian Jet fan, for trying to pick up the mood here with this Justin Fields injury news. Less than ideal, certainly, for Austrian, and I appreciate that. Here's another possibility. Let me throw this out there, right? So maybe the information that Dan Graziano is trying to acquire from the Jets building, the Jets have less leaks and less information for Dan Graziano in his mind. Could be bad news, like, could miss another week. Or perhaps AG is playing the game. Let's try to think positive here. What if AG knows that Justin Fields is going to be cleared, but they're sending out information like, I don't know, which forces the Miami Dolphins to prepare both for Tyrod Taylor and Justin Fields? Because last week, on Wednesday, the earliest day they were allowed to do it, Aaron Glenn said, hey, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, don't worry. Justin Fields is out. Nothing to worry about. And thus, it allowed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to prepare only for Tyrod Taylor because they didn't have to prepare for Justin Fields. Perhaps Aaron Glenn learned a lesson from last week, and now he's playing the game. So maybe that's a possibility, hopefully. Maybe, I don't know. So we can only hope that that is possible. See, NC Green said the same thing. Hey, now, we're on the same page. Keep him guessing. Just have to work on the two quarterbacks. That could be it, hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. Because Justin Fields is 26, and there is more potential to be had here. Let's go to Hop on Pop, who chimes in on our Facebook page. At this point, Justin Fields or Tyrod at quarterback is a wash. Who played better in their last full game? No. And if you say who played better in their last full game, well, you couldn't reference Justin Fields' shitty performance because he didn't play the full game. So if we're talking about who played better in their last full game, Justin Fields played better in his last full game compared to Tyrod. Justin Fields' last full game was week 1, where he looked really good. Tyrod Taylor's last full game was against Tampa, where he had 2 turnovers that cost the team 10 points. So I don't think you thought that one through, Pop. Sorry, but Paul Eston Jr. number 1. Paul Eston Sr. 0 for those counting on the scoreboard. I thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. See, the old dad tries to pull a fast one on the youngster, and he slipped up. Because Justin Fields did not play the full game in week 2. But yes, was it awful? Of course it was. But week 1 was spectacular. So the next time out should be a little bit more in the middle, I would think, prognostication-wise. But in all seriousness, I don't think it's a wash. Justin Fields, while he was strip sacked in the Buffalo game, so you could call the strip sack that happened in Tampa and that a wash, but Justin Fields has not thrown a pick yet, so, but that doesn't even matter. The fact of the matter is the Jets want to get Justin Fields out there because he was supposed to be the guy this season. 36-year-old Tyrod Taylor was not supposed to be the guy. No, he wasn't. So I want Justin Fields, baby. That's who I want to see, and I want to see as soon as possible. Yeah. Jets Afterburners podcast. Hola, senor. Fields is going to load up on Toronto, and he's going to be good to go on Monday night. We all win. We can only hope. But I don't want to be talking draft early. Let's not do that. See, Ricky New York Live saw what I saw, huh? Yeah. Old Fields. Yep. Sorry, Pop. I'm playing chess. You're playing checkers. Sorry, pal. That's just how it works. But yes, Justin Fields, in terms of the wash thing, this is where I don't agree. Justin Fields' mobility. Tyrod Taylor showed some decent mobility for his age, but he's just not the weapon that Justin Fields is, not the weapon that defenses have to prepare for. So Justin Fields is a key piece of what the Jets do. The chemistry with Garrett Wilson, it's just all of it. And Monday night is do or die, baby. This is a must-win game for the New York Jets. There's no excuses. You have a team, it's a boxing match. And the Miami Dolphins have been rocked, and they're sort of, they're getting a little woozy. They're sort of hovering around. And the Jets 0-3, they're sort of hovering around. So now you just got to start swinging for the fences and hope you connect on a haymaker and take the Miami Dolphins and have them crash down to the canvas. Allow them to go to 0-4, and you still have signs of life at 1-3, and then we go into our Week 5 Jets-Cowboys tailgate, and we're off to the races, hopefully. So the Jets need to win. They need to win against Miami Dolphins. And they need to get Aaron Glenn's first win. They need to start turning the ship around and Legos and all these other things. That's what they need to do. NC Green says, BG, I agree. We need to keep playing the Justin Fields experiment. For better or for worse, through hell or high water, we have committed to Justin Fields as the guy. I did not commit to Tyrod Taylor as the guy. And again, I've seen enough. Nothing is accomplished with Tyrod Taylor being the quarterback for the New York Jets. Justin Fields, I mentioned this before, and I'll repeat it. The question for the Jets to answer, is Justin Fields the guy or not? History and all these other things will tell you it's unlikely he's going to be the guy third team in 3 years. But Daniel Jones just randomly goes to Colts. All of a sudden, he looks decent. We've talked about Sam Darnold. We've talked about Baker Mayfield. We've talked about Geno Smith. All these other guys that have just had delayed responses end up in the right place, right combination, right thing, and it pops. And I would say if it was ever going to pop for Justin Fields, why wouldn't it be now? Why wouldn't it be now? He has the belief of a coaching staff. He, of course, has confidence in his own ability. Now, the offensive line has not played as well as it did in week one. Breece Hall has struggled. Garrett Wilson's been pretty decent, but we just got to go all in on Fields, and at the end of the year, we sort of review the results. Did it show more positive than negative? What's the Jets' record? Where are they at in the draft? All these things. For better or for worse, the Jets got to be all in on this Justin Fields conversation. Mary says, JF7, one good game, one lousy game, one injured game. Well, I mean, it wasn't 3 games, so those latter 2 are the same game, but I get your point, Mary. I get your point. That the lousy game and injury game were the same game. There's the Bills game. He's only played in 2 games so far this season, but still. Yeah, it's been an inconsistent picture, which, quite frankly, is sort of what we signed up for. I mean, it's not what we wanted, but it's what we signed up for. I mean, Justin Fields has been topsy-turvy by nature during his career. Phil says, if we lose the toilet bowl, forget about it. Yeah, we can't lose the toilet bowl. We can't. We're both 0-3. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and I don't give a shit how the Jets beat the Dolphins. I don't care any circumstance. It doesn't matter. Just find a way to get to 1-3. 0-4. Like, what do you say at 0-4 after losing to the 0-3 Dolphins, giving them life, giving them their first win of the season? Mike McDaniel, who could be fired at any moment, and you give that team, they beat you? Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. The players got to fight. All of it. We need some action happening here for the Jets. So that's some bad news. So the injury is this latest update on Justin Fields. But there is some good news. Well, silver lining news. I'll probably write about this later today for Heavy on Jets, but this week there's been a flurry of activity. Of course, it's been happening on One Jets Drive. And some of that activity included putting the Jets, 2 of their top 3 linebackers on an injured reserve, which means they're out for a minimum of 4 games, but it always could be longer. According to Zach Rosenblatt in his piece he dropped this morning, it's sort of a throwaway line in the overall piece. That's not what the piece was about, but I saw it. Quincy Williams is only expected to miss the time for injured reserve, which means he is set to return for the Week 8 road trip against the Cincinnati Bengals, which, whoo, thank God, because I'll be honest, when he got hurt against Tampa, I was like, ooh, that doesn't look very good. And I was hoping it wasn't more serious than it is. I mean, 4 games still sucks. I mean, go through the weeks, right? Week 4 Monday Night Football, could have used him there. Miami Dolphins road trip. Week 5 Jets Cowboys game, our game. That's key. Week 6 we're in London. Week 7 home for the Carolina Panthers. Then we come back for the Week 8 road trip, Cincinnati Bengals, and then we have the bye week after that. So, oh my goodness. Yeah. All right, let's answer some more comments here. On the program. Yo Home says Fields is clearly not the guy. Fields is clearly not the guy. I don't know if I'd go there yet. We still have time. TBD. Still evaluating there for that. Still evaluating. Let me see some other comments you guys have in here. Hey, look, Jay Perez, baby. Watching Boy Green Daily from Seattle.
Wow.
That's a $2 super chat, brother. And for being up at 4:44 in the morning, what a trooper. What a trooper. West Coast. There you go, Jay Perez. That's the kind of hustle that we need around these parts, Jay. That's the kind of hustle that we need around these parts. So thanks for supporting the show, pal. Appreciate you. I believe That is your first contributions of the month. So you are $1 away from a raffle ticket. You just need to contribute one more $1 before next Wednesday, which is the 1st of October. And you'll have a raffle ticket. But Jay Perez, thanks for supporting the show, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let's go. Yeah, some good activity so far. Excellent. All right, let me catch up on some of your comments here. Johnny Boy, I still don't think we know what Justin Fields can become. I agree. It's a mystery. It could be bad. It could be good. I'm not saying it's an unquestionable success. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I want to find out. I don't know what he can become. So I want to know if it's this or that. Tyrod Taylor, I know what he is. He's old. He's got old balls. Okay? I mean, come on now. He's 36. He's closer to the end than the beginning. What more do I need to see? Again, if there's an injury and he has to step in, okay, so be it. But if both guys are healthy, give me JF7. Like, I don't even know if this is a question, man. Who wants to see more Tyrod? He holds on to the ball forever, and he turns over the ball, which is something he, quite frankly, wasn't supposed to do. No. Hell no. No, thank you. If we have no other choice, then so be it. But I'm hoping there's a choice. Number one Austrian Jets fan is a Fields guy. Throw your ones up to the sky, baby. Okay, there you go, Austrian. Hell yeah. Let's go. Alon, Connor Rogers, like me, said as soon as Quincy comes off the injured reserve, Jets should seriously consider trading him. You have to send me that clip, Alon. I missed that. You have to send me that on the side. But with the Zach Rosenblatt information, then I guess it gives it to you that there will be a window to be able to do that before early November. So maybe that's what the Jets decide to do. I mean, they should have a pretty good idea if they want him back or not. You would think, anyway. I don't know. All right, let's do this. We're going to open up the phone lines early here on the show. We'll continue your conversations. And again, in case you're just joining us, we have 300 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. This quote is from ESPN NFL insider Dan Graziano, who posted this yesterday, saying the little information he's been able to gather leads him to believe that Justin Fields, quote, recovery from concussion protocol hasn't been easy and there remains a chance he could miss another game, end quote. That was from Dan Graziano, and his direct ESPN column is linked down below. And the good news, hopefully, is, well, clarity, which I guess is good news one way or the other. Aaron Glenn speaks to media at noon today. We should know an update on Justin Fields. Is he out of the concussion protocol? Is he still in the concussion protocol? Is Aaron Glenn going to rule him out or say he's fully back or some sort of information? We should be able to get that information here from Aaron Glenn in a couple hours. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right, let's play a quick cap timeout. Your phone calls next here on Boy Green Daily.
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go.
Welcome back to Boy Green Daily. I am your lovely host, Boy Green, Paul Eston Jr., and we're here, baby. We are friggin' here. And the phone lines are now open. That is youtube.com/BoyGreenG5. Feel free to call in here on the program. Hey, I see we got a super shout out here. Let's go to this. From our boy, Mr. Famous Fulton.
Wow.
Morning, Paul. My dentist bill costs us $40,000. Oh, wait. Is that a dot or a comma? $40. All right, let's get immediate clarity on this. Let's go to the phone line. Mr. Famous Fulton.
Well, good morning, Paul. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Is this $40,000?
Well, it's $4,000.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, Paul. It's just I'm just trying to take care of it this week, this coming up week.
Yeah.
But they said that they might take one of the tooth out, and then I think it might be I don't know. It's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
yeah, we don't have much money to do that for some reason.
Yeah.
Though.
I can understand, man. Well, definitely keep us in the loop.
Yep. So how are you feeling? You feeling okay?
Yeah. Thank you for asking. I feel much better about that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah. And my fiance has a share coming on Friday.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So
We'll be keeping you guys in your prayers.
thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm about to get ready for my rehearsal tonight for Singing in the Rain.
Oh, great.
So it's working perfectly. So this time we're doing the singing this time, not the scripts today. But we don't know when we're going to do the scripts. And I just auditioned for American Idol, and I'm just waiting to hear the results, and I can hear.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Fulton. Do you want to give us a little piece of your singing?
Sure, I'd love to.
All right. One second here. Yeah, here you go.
Let's see here. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was chasing the minds of pretenders while we're chasing the clouds away. Our hearts are ringing and the key that our souls are singing as we dance in the night. Remember how the stars saw the night away. Let me hear ya. Hey, 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 buddy, say do you remember, buddy, dancing in September, buddy, never was a cloudy day.
Wow. Mr. Famous Fulton, thank you so much.
Thank you, Paul. Well, I hope you guys feel better soon.
Thank you so much, pal, and we'll be thinking about you. You know, I used to love that song. I sure did. And then, well, Aaron Glenn dancing on the sideline to that song on the 21st of September, and that edit going around on social media has caused some issues. But you know what, Mr. Famous Fulton? I'm back on the song. After what you just did. So thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. Hey, I see we have a super chat coming in. Let's get to that real quick here on the program. Appreciate you.
Wow.
Scandal 26 $5 super chat. BG, please get the word out. Tickets are as low as $29 to this Jets Dolphins game on Monday Night Football. Good Lord. My whole family's going for $116. Fill the stadium with Jet fans. Think about this, right? Our tickets for this Jets Cowboys game were like a couple $100 a piece, and that you're sending it your entire family for $116. Nice. So Jet fans in the area, here's the Anchorman call. Brrr, brrr. Jets Dolphins, guys, $29. Unbelievable. Hey, if I was down there in Miami, I'd go for $29. That's like a great deal. So yeah, let's try to get the word out. Scandal 26, thank you very much. And you picked yourself up a raffle ticket to our contest. You're $1 away from another raffle ticket. So hey now. And thank you for getting that information out in the universe. Beautiful. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Let's see. So Jet fans, load them up for the Monday Night Football game. Jets Dolphins. Hey now. All right, let's go to him. One more super chat coming in here. Hey now, DNY for life. Let's get that in.
Wow.
DNY for life. BG, glad you're better. Get a sit-stand desk. Yes. The other thing I got to do is posture. I'm always like this. I'm always like on top of like the mic and computer. So I got to, I just got to sit up. And then also, like I said, my fiance got me some special chair or something that's supposed to help because I'm camped over here all the time, writing stories, doing podcasts and things of that nature. So that should help too. So, but I appreciate that, DIY for life. Yeah, that was weird a couple days ago having that very groggy Boy Green Daily episode that felt off kilter. But the last couple of days I've been feeling better. So fingers crossed, baby. Fingers crossed that just a blip on the radar, thankfully. So, blessed be he. A lot of people are dealing with a lot of stuff. I'm glad that mine appears to be relatively minor. By the way, with your super chat just coming in, DNY for life, you're up to 27 raffle tickets for our contest. Appreciate you, pal. Appreciate you. Thank you, guys, for the kind words. Thank you. All right. Another super chat coming in. Good Lord. Everyone's in on this back thing. All right.
Wow.
Number one Austin Jet fan says, get a physical ball. Yeah, I've heard people do that. That's in the Bluey show I watch with my daughter, the dad in Bluey. Yeah, he has to, like, he sits when he's at his desk with a ball and he's like constantly kind of moving and grooving. I guess that's possible. That's another thing I'll have to look into. Number one Austin Jet fan, thank you for the $2 Euro super chat, which translates to a normal super chat here in America, which gives you 145 raffle tickets so far this month for a contest. So our number one Austin Jet fan, thank you very much, pal. Appreciate you. Okay. All right. Now, thank you guys for all the suggestions. I'll have to look into all of these things to hopefully fix the back situation. We can only hope. Thank you guys for all your support. Let's get to the phone lines. It's one of your favorites, baby. It is Kyle Clifton, of course. What's up, Kyle?
What's going on, BJ?
Yeah, so you moving and grooving to that Earth, Wind, and Fire, baby. Yeah.
How could you not?
Yeah,
Yeah, I had a standing desk when I used to go into the office. It was great.
oh, okay.
I've been home for about 8 years now, working from home,
Wow.
and
Okay.
that means not even an ergonomic chair, like an old wooden chair. Sometimes I'm on the couch if I'm trying to get under the skylight and get some sunlight. Sometimes I'm standing, but the standing desk is the best, man.
Okay. All right. Another stamp of approval for standing desk. I'll have to get in on that.
Yeah, I think one of the more famous American Idol contestants said he had no formal training whatsoever, and I think that applies to famous Fulton.
Yes.
So it's important to note that because it kind of levels the playing field.
Yeah, I think so too.
About what your father was saying about Fields, whether Jet fans realize it or not, this entire season is about what you can do with the Justin Fields evaluation. Like, we weren't winning the Super Bowl. We were unlikely to make the playoffs. We wanted to start to implement the new system, the culture, see what you might have in Fields, or determine we definitely have to go back into the draft.
Right.
We thought it was very likely that we were going to have to go back into the draft, 75, 80, 85%. So you got to get Fields out there at the earliest opportunity. He's got to be healthy first. I was concerned that he might have been shown in the fencing position, Tua style, the last time we saw him on the field. So it does not surprise me that he's taken a little bit extra time. But it is imperative to get the evaluation of whether Fields can be retained as a backup, the starter going forward, someone we want to move on from. We need to put him in one of those three buckets so we can make decisions for next free agency period and next draft. That's all I have. I appreciate your time, Boy Green.
Yeah, thank you, Kyle. And I couldn't agree more. I think the Jets need to know the answer to that question. Again, some people may think they know the answer to that question. Again, Justin Fields on his third team in 3 years. It is so Kyle's point, right? It was unlikely we were to make the playoffs. Vegas said we were going to win 5.5 games or 6.5 games, depending on when you bet on that particular statistic. So unlikely to make the playoffs based on those numbers. Yes. Justin Fields being on his third team in 3 years, unlikely to be the franchise quarterback. Yes. I would agree with that. But we don't know 100%, which is what the season should be. And again, I don't want to say Tyrod Taylor starts are a waste moving forward because, it's Aaron Glenn's first year and he's trying to evaluate the players all over the team. But, let's just get Justin Fields out there. NC Green here says, if Justin Fields works out, great. If he doesn't, also great, because we could get a top 5 pick. Here's, again, I bring up the fear that James Woody said, is that Justin Fields plays well enough that you win 7, 8 games. Not good enough for the playoffs, but not bad enough to have a top 10 pick. So I don't know that result yet. We're on 3 right now, so I've got nothing to add to that particular front. But that was his fear with signing Justin Fields in the first place. Yeah. Ooh, interesting fantasy question here from Wavy. T. Higgins was dropped to waivers. How much fab should I spend on him? Well, what's your fab budget? Is it the $200 that most people have on fab budget, Wavy? Let me know and I'll answer that question. Let me know. I don't play in a lot of those either auction style leagues or fab budget leagues, but I do enjoy it. So yeah, so let me know how much you guys start. Oh, you start with 150 or maybe you have 150 right now. Ooh, T. Higgins. I mean, there's all these follow-up questions to questions. How bad do you need a receiver? You know? I mean, T. Higgins is a surprise. Who in their right mind would drop T. Higgins, even with the quarterback situation? I'd probably give a decent chunk of change. But, I mean, I guess it also depends on roster construction, I suppose. So, $50 maybe? $60 maybe? You know, I'd be floating in there fab money-wise. I love fantasy football questions. $50-$60. But again, it depends on your situation. Like, do you have a lot of really good receivers? I mean, I guess you wouldn't be asking me if you didn't. So, yeah, $50-$60, something like that. That might tickle my fancy. Yeah. Mark Sacchetti. I think the brain trust knows he's not the guy. I don't think that's true. They found that out in 3 weeks? They gave him $40 million to find out in 3 weeks? Yeah, definitely not the guy. What? No. I don't think so. I don't think they found out that quickly. I don't think they have the answer. How could they have the answer? He's shown one good game, one bad game. That can't be enough. That can't be enough of an evaluation, I don't think. All right, back to the phone lines. We got 04 Jets fan here. What's up, pal?
Oh, not much, BG. Just trying to stay positive about Monday.
Yeah.
Just trying to stay positive.
Of course. Hopefully we get a positive update here in a couple hours. So 4 hours from right now, Aaron Glenn should be giving us an update on Justin Fields.
I think he'll be good to go. I'm
okay.
Fingers crossed. They got to do something. I mean, if this team's even looking decently competitive at the deadline, they got to try to find a team that's bottoming out, that has a number 2 receiver we can go snatch for the cheap. Because that's going to continue to be a problem even in the next year, and that still doesn't stop us from, say, drafting a wide receiver in the second round this coming draft.
That's true.
Because if you safety, I think at some point we're going to see an experiment with Stevens at safety, and I think that's coming in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
Because with the trade for the corner, the way AZ Thomas looked,
sure,
which wasn't bad. I went back and watched his plays. I went back and watched all 22 film for that game. He was not bad in that game.
Okay.
I honestly don't see a future for Stevens on this team if he can't play safety.
Yeah, that could be another pull the lever, to try to save. Kyle Clifton said, I don't know if he said safety in particular, but just to get value out of it. He may have said, Kyle Clifton may have said Brandon Stevens is safety to get it out of the value. I think I remember him saying something remotely close to that. That would make sense.
Remind me, did he play safety in Baltimore at all?
He may have played a little bit. I know coming out of college, there was a hint of the safety action. So I'll have to double check PFF to see how much of the snaps that he ended up playing at safety. I'll have to take a gander at that one. But either way, that's something I'm open to because the Jet safeties have been underwhelming. Malachi Moore looked halfway decent, so shout out to him. But
I mean, Malachi Moore's always been more of a come down in the box kind of guy anyways.
Sure.
And the way even Stevens, he's been there. He's just not getting his head around.
Yeah.
At all.
Frustrating. Yeah, definitely frustrating.
So put him back there to play center field where he can roam and jump it. He doesn't have to get his head around at that point because he's looking forward the whole time.
I guess that's true. The only worry is that his ball skills have sort of been in question. So that's the only
That's true.
Which makes me a little fearful of that. But in theory, I sort of hear what you're saying. Yeah.
But I've been reading comments on other shows. I've seen a few on your show where Fields isn't the guy. We don't know what Fields is yet.
We don't.
We played one of the best defenses in the league in Buffalo. We played above average to very good defense in the Steelers, and he looked great against them.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get to see him, obviously, last week.
No.
Let's see what he does against, I think, one of the worst defenses in the league in Miami. If he looks decent there,
yeah,
then I think we have a we might have a shot at a quarterback here. Even if he's just going to be the guy for the next 2 years to let a rookie next year sit for a year. That can't be understated how important that is for a rookie.
That's true. He's got that second year of team control. It certainly could be a bridge, even if he, doesn't prove to be the guy franchise quarterback wise. He could be the bridge to next year, so we can delay that rookie. That's possible, sure.
But I mean, all in all, like everybody's hoping, I hope he is the guy.
Yeah,
He's a very likable dude. He's not overly arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'd say he's the furthest thing from arrogant.
Yeah. He's got. I like the cut of his jib. Yeah.
But it's on to Miami. Let's hope for a win. We get a win and things start looking more positive. We've got a shot in the next 3 games to pull all of them. Dallas ain't looked good.
Yeah.
Denver's our next game after Dallas, I think.
Yes, correct. Week 6. That's in London. Yep. Mm-hmm.
We've got a good shot against Denver.
And Carolina's at home. And they've been very inconsistent. I know they look really good against the Falcons over the weekend, but the other games, they look terrible. So
we could be coming into the bye week with a good record.
There we could. Let's hope for it. Oh, for it, Jets fan. Let's hope for it, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the call. Good call. Passion. I respect passion. That's what I like on this show. And speaking of passion, I mean, we got over 500 people in the room. So, guys, like the video, hit subscribe. We just reached 8,050 subscribers right before the show. So, folks, keep on keeping on, baby. Keep joining the Army. But speaking of passion, there's no more passionate man in the Jets universe than Johnny Boy, baby, joining us here on the program. What's up, Johnny?
BG, what's going on, man? Good morning, bro.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, so the Justin Fields stuff, man, I think not a lot of individuals are talking. I think I've been feeling like he's going to be out a little bit longer because of what he's been battling and whatnot with the epilepsy.
Yeah.
It's something not to play around with. And the way he got hit, I think it was Kyle that said it, that he had the 2 fingers and everything.
Yeah, fencing. I didn't see the fencing, but if you guys saw it, that's very serious.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, man. But I mean, at the same time, too, with Glenn and everything, putting essentially his cards really close to the vest itself, right? Why would you want to tell Miami or anybody at that, hey, this is going to be the quarterback?
Which is what he did last week, which, some people accused him of making a rookie mistake on Wednesday. Went, oh, yeah, totally, yeah. The Dolphins the Bucks, like, oh, sweet. Now we know it's Tyrod. So maybe he's learned a little bit from that. Now he's like, let me be a little cagey. Let me not reveal the information until I have to. So, maybe he's playing the game a little bit.
And I'm on board with you, man. It needs to be Justin Fields, right? Look, I love Tyrod. Tyrod's a 757 guy. He's loved out here. And everything. Definitely rooting for the guy. But I think Fields gives the defense a little bit more of some fear, right? Because what he could do with his legs. So I hope he's playing, but we'll see. But this game against Miami, we have to win, man. If the whole narrative of same old Jets, look, old school Jet fans like us, the team that we hate the most is the Dolphins. I hate the Dolphins, bro. I hate the Dolphins with everything. I think it's the most weirdest mascot when they used to have that little stupid dolphin thing with the helmet on it. I didn't fit or whatever. I don't like the movie Ace Ventura because Dan Marino was in there.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. Laces out. Yeah.
Yep, all of that. But it'll be intriguing. And then the quarterback conversation. It's insane that we're talking draft right now.
Oh,
right?
God.
Because it's only 3 games in. But
we're in September, for God's sakes. Yes.
Do you remember? Right? But for me, I've been saying it, and when you've been on the show and everything with us, just keep drafting a quarterback, man. Every single year, no matter what.
I would do. I don't give a shit if you find one. Keep drafting them. What? Oh, geez, we have too many quarterbacks? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Of course. I have a million quarterbacks. Keep drafting them. Every single year, dedicate to the position, man. I've always believed that.
Yeah, so, and with Justin Fields, man, the biggest thing with him, it's a giant unknown, man. Dude, this year, nobody was expecting us to be anything. It's his first year. Yes, I understand that we've been desperate to win games. We need the wins and all that. Completely right, man. You know, because it sucks to lose. You don't want to lose. It ruins your Sunday, ruins your Monday.
Oh, yeah.
This upcoming game, man, you need to win. Stack the wins. Keep stacking the wins. And I think if you do that, a lot of the fan base will start getting back on board again itself. It's just everybody's pissed off, man, is upset in regards to what's going on. You know, the whole wide receiver 2 conversation, it keeps coming around. Like, who would we have got that would have wanted to come over here at that? Keenan Allen was out there for a while.
He was. Yeah, salute to Scotty out there in our audience who begged the Jets to sign Keenan Allen. He looks awesome. He's looked great in all the games so far.
Yeah, but who would you rather play with? You know what I'm saying? Herbert or Justin Fields.
Sure.
That's shot at Justin Fields or anything.
No. I totally get Keenan, yeah.
But it's a conversation that I guess needs to be talked about a little bit more, man. So so this upcoming Monday's game, it's a must win, man.
No doubt.
You want to change that narrative of same old Jets that you say I don't even know where that came from and blah blah blah. You win these games.
Yeah.
Like win these games. So appreciate you, BG, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. You know we're here rocking with you in the mornings, man. So peace.
Appreciate you. Johnny boy, and make sure you guys subscribe. Jets Worldwide, all one word. Jets Worldwide. Wide. Make sure you subscribe to his and Snowball's YouTube channel. Some more Jets content creation. I see we have 600 people in the room now. The numbers are growing, so just in case you're joining us, let me throw this back up on the screen. According to ESPN NFL insider Dan Graziano, we have a direct link to his ESPN article in the YouTube description down below. Based on the little information Dan Graziano has gathered, he believes that Justin Fields' recovery from concussion protocol hasn't been easy, and there remains a chance he could miss another game, end quote. That's from Dan Graziano, the latest from Dan. However, Aaron Glenn is set to speak to the media in under 4 hours. He will speak to us at noon. So if you're watching us live on the show, we're here in the morning. But by noon, we should be able to hear from Aaron Glenn and get an update on that. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you guys like the video. So we have like almost 600 people in the room. 122 of them are watching on YouTube right now, but we only have 50 likes. Guys, like the video. It's free to do. As soon as you come in and make it a part of your routine. All right, let me grab the coffee. Slap a little like button over here and jump around. Come on now. Make sure you show your gosh darn support, for God's sakes. Also, I want to, I don't often make mistakes, because I'm so perfect and I never make mistakes. But old Yank, I see you out there in the comment section, so I just want to apologize for an error. Every blind squirrel finds a nut, and I made a mistake. People said, "Oh, Paul, when are we seeing the rivalry jerseys?" And I said, "Oh, can't wait. Week 4, Monday Night Football. You're going to see it." I was half true. I was half right. You are going to see the rivalry jersey for the Miami Dolphins, but not the New York Jets, which is, to be honest, somewhat confusing because I thought that was the whole point of the rivalry jersey. But no, we are going to see the debut of the Miami Dolphins rivalry jerseys, which are here on your screen. Boom. This is it. This underwater, whatever you want to call it, this aquarium fish jersey. The Miami Dolphins, will be debuting this on Monday Night Football. That is true. But the Jets will just be in normal uniform, which will be sort of weird. But the Jets version, of course, of all this action, this jersey, let me throw this up on the screen with old Jamie and Sherwood here. These jerseys will debut when the Jets host the Dolphins in Week 14 in December. So we're not going to see that for a couple more months. On the Thursday Night Football game that we have against the Patriots, our second of 2 primetime games this year, the Patriots will unveil their rivalry jerseys. But once again, we will be wearing normal uniforms. So I guess the Jets are only wearing these once this year. So all of that to say, very confusing. And why did we do this? I'm not sure. But I just wanted to make sure that I gave you the update on that, old Yank. So guess we won't be seeing those till later this season. Mabi. Anywho, let's go back to the phone lines. We've got plenty of people who want to jump on the show, including Mr. Emoji, Indy Jets. What is that, man?
Good morning, BG. Good morning.
Yeah.
I just want to remind everybody of what Aaron Glenn said in his first press conference.
Yeah, sure. Please do.
Fasten your seatbelts and get ready for the ride.
Yeah,
he never said this is the Super Bowl. This is the it's you fasten your seatbelts on a roller coaster too, don't you?
You sure do. Yeah.
And we didn't expect a playoff team. We didn't expect to go 17-0 and then roll through the Super Bowl. That's not what the expectations were. And so, we're 0-3. Well, we pretty much expected to be 0-3. And here we are. It's again, Monday night's game is going to determine what this team is.
Mm-hmm.
We have to come out with a win. That's just the only. That's just the only option. We come out with a lot. We lose to Miami. We'll be picking in the top 5. If we can't beat Miami, we may not even be able to beat New Orleans.
Ugh, God.
I mean, that's the reality of it. And we've not had a complete rebuild since the first when Joe Douglas came in. And he did a good job of bringing some talent in, but maybe these guys just aren't the talent that AG needs. I don't know. You may love Sauce and we may love Garrett and we may love Quinnen and all these players. And at times it's just a business and for the a lot of people love Jamal Adams. I mean,
Good times,
when
yeah.
Adams was the quintessential type of Jet player that we wanted for a while.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, he was the guy
all
that
pro, young. Yeah. There was a lot to like.
He was the guy that stayed after practice and signed autographs and would go back through the line 2 or 3 times to make sure, that's the kind of player you want.
Yeah,
until
sure.
he wasn't.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not saying Quinnen or any of these other guys are Jamal Adams attitude, but Quinnen, Jamal Adams was that guy for a while. And just like Sauce is, just like Garrett is, but at some point, we get through this season, and if we don't win against Miami, and we look bad, and whether it's Fields or Tyrod or whether the defense is playing, these guys are just going to go. And I think Allen said it, I don't know, a few weeks ago. Even Garrett's going to get tired of losing. And it's not like we're paying him outrageous money to stay. He's in a year or two he'll be making top 15 money.
Yeah, that's true. The contract will age. Yep, it will age for sure.
And so that's the whole thing is getting prepared. Get prepared for the ride, because I don't know what the ride is. We have all these highs. We were so high at Pittsburgh, and then in the last second of the game we lose. We get the punt return or the blocked field goal for the touchdown. We get really high, and then we lose at the end of the game. It's the highs and lows of being a Jets fan. But does anybody remember? We just played Baker Mayfield, and people think that Baker played really well, and he's a good quarterback now.
Sure. Yeah.
How good of a quarterback was he in Carolina? He's terrible.
Not good.
And he showed sparks of that. He showed, in Cleveland. He took Cleveland to their first playoff.
Yeah, sure.
And he wasn't even good enough for them to keep.
Go figure.
In Cleveland. And so if thank God we're not Browns fans.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
It could be worse. I mean, we're Jets fans, but it could be worse. And we've seen success from other quarterbacks. Geno's made a decent career out of it after leaving. And even Sam Darnold, he's floated around quite a bit and had. So there's a chance that Fields can also come back around.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't. You just don't know. I hope that health wise. That's he can. It's nothing permanent. We worry about Tua, taking one more hit and and not just ending his football career, but this is that's a real serious thing. And thank goodness he's not had any more issues since that season, that really bad season,
right?
Until Monday night. You know,
Well, yeah.
you know, we'll see. We'll see when when Sauce comes off the corner again, and maybe he can actually wrap up Tua because he can't do it to Josh Allen.
No, that's for sure. So hopefully
But
we can
yeah,
get a little
it's
bit of
just
that
get
from
ready for the
Costco.
ride. That's what it is. And nobody, we just got to temper our expectations. Sometimes you just have to sit back and laugh and go, we can all wish, hope, and want. But at the end of the day, we're gonna bleed green, and that's just what we do.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do, Indy. I appreciate the call, brother. And I'll tell you this: speaking of rides, you just inspired this thought, a memory rather, when I was a child. I don't remember what theme park we were at, but I went on a Jurassic Park ride. And I'm going to be honest, I hate roller coasters. Nothing about them is entertaining whatsoever. But for some reason, I was convinced to go on this Jurassic Park ride, and we hop in this like boat looking thing in the water, and we just start going on this ride. And at first, it's just nice. I'm like, oh, okay, look, there's like little dinosaur noises. We're just like, it's na 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 na. They're playing the whole theme song. I'm like, oh, this is nice. And all of a sudden, these big doors open, and then we go in darkness, pitch black, and I'm like, oh boy. And I'm a kid, and we're looking around. Also, we're getting sprayed with stuff in the face. I'm like, oh god, oh, this is not good at all. And then we come around this bend at the end of the ride, and there's this massive Tyrannosaurus Rex, and he's like, screaming his friggin' head off, and we're coming at him. I'm like, oh, Jesus, this is dramatic. And then as the ride's coming to him, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is like leaning his head in like he's going to eat us. And he's like, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And then right before he eats you, the ride just drops straight down. And I nearly pissed myself. And oh my God. Absolutely. And then basically after we like just drop for like 30 feet or whatever it is, we like sort of the boat buoys, and then it's supposed to come out where your family's waiting. And then everyone in my family that was with me on the ride was like, suck it up, come on, be tough. And I was whining like a little bitch coming out of there. Like, oh my God, what a horrific experience. So I don't know why that suddenly triggered that experience when and he's like, up, buckle up, get ready for the ride. Could be good, could be bad. We don't know what this is, but yep, that definitely happened. Shout out to the 700 people that just experienced that live here on the show. Really appreciate reliving that one. But anywho, make sure you guys like the video. Hit subscribe, baby. Let's go back to the phone lines. We've got the legendary Neil Sr. here on the program. Neil.
Great story, Paul.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Andy, I love you, but Jesus Christ. I this is what I feared last year.
Yeah.
When we were making all these coaching changes,
okay,
and we were, let's get rid of Rodgers and Devontae Adams, and let's do this and let's do that, and we could still win and we could still make the playoffs. I'm not looking for a Super Bowl, but Jesus Christ, can we make a playoff in 15 years?
That'd be nice.
How many teams can make it in the AFC? 7?
That is 7. Yeah.
Out of how many teams?
16. So that's about 42%, give or take. Yeah.
Could we be like one of 42%? Is that too much to ask after 15 years and 10 years of non-winning seasons and 3 of the last 5 years starting 0-3 or whatever it is?
Yeah.
I'm tired of this shit. All right. Really, I this is what I feared. And and Aaron Glenn did not say buckle up and it's going to be a roller coaster and let's hope we win this year. If you remember when he came on, he said we're going to win now.
Yeah, he did.
I heard we're going to win now, BG. Did you hear that?
I did. That was at the annual league meeting. Yeah,
Indeed, I heard we're going to win now, not in 2 years, not we're going to rebuild, not it takes a lot to move a ship and all the other bullshit we're starting to hear. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear same old Jets. I don't want to hear Allen talk about the next great quarterback next year. And, there's so many guys that are out there that's so excited to talk about what quarterback we should take next year. And I don't want to go 7-10. I don't want to go 8-9. I want to go 4-12 so we get a better pick. Let's start talking about the picks for next year. And then next year we could talk about when our quarterback is going to be good again. Maybe it's 2 years from now. Then I'm going to be on this show and I'm going to have an oxygen tank on and I'm going to be cursing everybody out here. And it's going to be you're going to look like your dad, and we're all going to
Yeah.
be still talking about when are we going to have a winning season. It's just
Wow.
that's not what I want to hear, man. Hey,
Yeah.
just to let you know,
Sure.
I heard. You know why the seats are $100, Paul? I don't know if
For
you
this
heard.
Dolphins game? No. Why is it?
Okay, because there's like 2 major storms that are headed for Miami Monday.
Oh, Jesus, really? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
2.
Okay.
Not 1, but 2.
Ooh.
So I'm going to tell you, I think we got a good shot to win against Miami in a hurricane.
Okay. All right.
I like our chances in a hurricane, right? Tua doesn't exactly throw a rifle out there. Could
Yeah.
you imagine if there's like 60-mile-an-hour winds and it's just going to be 2 teams running the ball up and down the field?
I would
That's gonna
assume, yeah.
I got to give us a really good shot in those conditions. Although the very big Jet thing would be, what would that be? We
Zach
don't
Wilson.
bring long enough cleats.
Oh,
we're slipping
I see.
all over the field.
Oh, mud bowl all over again.
We're not
Yeah.
afraid. We're not prepared.
Yeah.
We forgot our good cleats at home back at a beautiful facility we have.
Yeah.
That's my fear. However, big weather coming in Monday in Miami, and we'll see what happens. But we got to win Monday, man.
No
Enough.
doubt.
Are we
no
going to be
excuses.
0-2 again in the division starting before October?
That would suck.
Before October? I didn't
That'd be
even
awful.
take our Halloween shit out of the garage yet. I don't want to be talking about this. Every year, this is what I fear. This is my nightmare. It's unraveling out there. And I know it's, we could always look forward. And I'm sick of tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. I'm sick of that song. I want to bust it over it. I want to bust it. I don't want it. I want today. I want now. Okay? That's all I got to say. Have a good day, everybody.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon. Let's go, Jets.
There we
Come
go.
on.
Baby. Let's go. Let's go, Jets. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Wow. But that was scary. Neil just saying, here's what your life looks like in 5 years. I look like my father. And all our callers are older with oxygen tanks. So we're like, oh, this is the year. Oh, yes, this is definitely it. No question about it. Oh, God. That's sort of scary to think about. But, we still got time. You can't make the playoffs in week 4. What you just got to do is, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, baby. Week 4. Must win. Monday Night Football. Miami Dolphins. Win that one. Go from potentially 0-4. Oh, wait a second. Nope. 1-3. Then we got the Cowboys game we're all going to be at. Jets Cowboys. And we're off to the races, baby. That's the way to do it. We have 700 people in the room. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you. 117 of those 700 are watching on YouTube right now. Let's get another update on the old YouTube. Where we're at. We have 74 likes. Come on, people. Make sure if you're watching the video, whether you're watching live or after the fact later, make sure you guys like the video. Help get this Jet Show in front of others. Appreciate you. If you are just joining us, you're like, hey, what the hell is going on? What does this headline mean? I'll go to it again. ESPN NFL insider Dan Graziano says with the little information he's been able to gather on the Justin Fields situation, he believes that Justin Fields' recovery from concussion protocol has not been easy. There remains a chance he could miss a game. So not great news from Dan Graziano. But here is the news either way, right? This is what we said earlier. It all comes full circle, right? My big question for the Jets this year is Justin Fields a guy. But what I want is conviction. Obviously, I prefer for him to be the guy that we have a quarterback. But either way, I want conviction. I either want him to be the guy or clearly not be the guy, and we can move forward in the offseason. All right, clearly he's not the guy. We got to go here. Oh, clearly he is the guy we can build around. So the question is with AG coming up to speak to us in about 3.5 hours at noon, if you guys are watching live, conviction. Is Justin Fields out of concussion protocol? Is he in concussion protocol? Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? We want conviction. We want answers, and we should be able to get some of those answers coming up here. And just a handful of hours on the show. Salute to Dylan Terriman. I see him, our fellow Jets content creator, in the chat. Yo Holmes is predicting what Aaron Glenn will say. A quarterback will play quarterback this week. Could be. We could get some more of that AG. He seems to really enjoy that. That back and forth. Indy Jet says, will we change Hop on Pops to O2 Grandpops? That's a good one. The oxygen. Perhaps. We'll see. Jay Klein says, CeeDee Lamb is out for that game. That's why I think the Jets can win it. Yeah, they're missing another offensive lineman. Tyler Booker is going on IR or is going to be out several weeks. CeeDee Lamb's going to be out several weeks, which is sort of a bummer. I would have loved to see Sauce against Lamb, although I did see Sauce against Lamb in that Week 2 Jets-Cowboys game in Dallas, and that did not go well for the Jets. So maybe it's just for the best that we don't see Lamb in that contest. Old Lamb chop. I got George Pickens in fantasy, so good news for me. But, yeah, the Jets we'll end here with the 700 people in the room. The Jets have a chance to win this game against Miami. You can't overlook anybody, but I'm a fan, so I can look past the game. But you have a chance to win the Dolphins game, but it's no guarantee, of course. You have the home game against the Cowboys, who are hurting. Look what Chicago did to Dallas. Their defense is awful. You have a chance to put up some points. And then all of a sudden you're in London, and we'll go from there. But just one at a time. That should be what's most important to the green and white, the New York Jets. And we'll see if they can get there. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to a beautiful show here on a Thursday morning. Enjoy Thursday night football tonight. We'll be back on tomorrow with Bob Lederer. For Boy Green Daily, anyway. It'll be Bob Lederer, our Jets historian. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show last Friday with Gary Myers, an absolute legend. I love Gary. It was good to have him on the show. I'll be back on today at 3 o'clock for Boy Green Meets Woody. That's our afternoon show. We'll have my great friend from the Miami Dolphins, Brian Miller of Fin Fanatic. I've been doing shows with him for a decade. So I love Brian. He's going to give us the preview of Jets Dolphins so we can dive into some of those storylines for this game, and hopefully no Zach Wilson revenge game. Yeah, hopefully we can avoid that. After all these other revenge games of Baker Mayfield, Elijah Moore, Aaron Rodgers, hopefully it can just sort of stop right there. I'd appreciate it. We'll see if that happens. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see you in a bit for some Boy Green Meets Woody coming up at 3 o'clock. Make sure you guys turn down for it. Can't wait for it. Appreciate you, and take